Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Schindler from 2030 Photos, and in this video I'll be showing you how I got this image from this to this. Stay tuned. So in this video I've already retouched this image, and I want to show you guys the various steps, adjustments and layer masks I used to get the image looking like this. So I'm going to start from the ground up and let's get into it. So to begin, the first thing I did was duplicated the layer and used healing brushes and the clone stamp tool to get rid of the stray hairs. So as you can see, before and after. So I got rid of all the stray hairs. And then next, what I did was I got this smooth background folder where I smoothened the background. It's hard to see in this photo, but what I did was I separated the background from the subject. Then I smoothened the background layer and then merged all of them into this. So if you want some further detail, I have a video. I'll have the link in the description of how I smoothened the background. Next, I did my frequency separation. So as you can see, before and after the frequency separation. I have a video on how I do the actual separation, and it's separating into textures and colors. So I'll link that as well. However, for the actual smoothing of the tones, instead of using Gaussian blur method like I did in that video, I use the mixer brush tool for this retouching. So I'll just disable the textures, and this is the before and this is the after using the mixer brush tool. If you want to see how I use the mixer brush tool to achieve this effect, subscribe, turn on post notifications, because I'll be doing a video on that soon. Alright, so this is for the tones work, and then for the textures work, this is the textures layer. I didn't work on it, so you can see some spots, blemishes in her skin. So I use the healing brush and clone stamp tool, the spot healing brush and clone stamp tool to get rid of a lot of those. So this is no work done on the textures layer, and then this is significant work done on the textures layer. Alright, so the next thing I did is my dodging and burning. So basically lightening and darkening certain parts, and the type of dodging and burning I did in this video in particular is the global dodge and burn. So just to create some pop, so before and after, to give it a more elegant look. I use curves layers for the dodging and burning. So as you can see with the burn, this is the curves layer. I just drag the midpoint slightly downwards and adjusted the opacity. And this is the layer mask for the burning, sorry. So before, after, and then for the dodging, you can see before and after, which is also a curves layer raised upwards, and this is the layer mask for that. Alright, so that creates that nice elegant look. So then I went on to do the skin and the body work. So skin tone grading, eye whitening, teeth whitening, all that. So let me just disable all the layers and I'll show you what I did. So first I whitened the eyes, and I did that simply. So let me show you before and after, before and after. before and after. I did that with a hue saturation layer where I took the saturation all the way down, and then this is the layer mask for that, before and after. And I brightened up the eyes using an exposure adjustment layer. So as you can see, this is the increment in exposure that I did. Yes. So, and then I made it a clipping mask onto the eye whitening layer, before and after of the brightening. I didn't do any teeth whitening, and then I worked on the catch lights, which is a curves adjustment layer. Just raise the curves all the way up, and then adjusted the opacity, and you can see the layer mask for those. So before and after. And then I darkened the eyebrow and the eyeliner, also with a curves layer, so it's more like a burn. And this is the layer mask for that. It's before and after of the eyebrow and liner darkening. And then I enhanced the eyeshadow with a vibrance and saturation layer. So the vibrance and the saturation, and this is the eyeshadow mask that I used before and after. And then for the lip work, all I did was increase the saturation of the lip. So this is the overall saturation before and after. Alright. And then I added a highlight to the lip. And as you can see, it's a clipping mask. And I also have a blend mode attached to it, only affecting the slightly brighter parts of the image. So that's it for the lip highlighter. And then for the skin tone grading, just zooming. And so for the skin tone grading, what I did was use the gradient map. And this is the gradient that I used. Right here is pure black, right here is white, and then for the midpoint, I used this color. That's the main color for the skin tone grading, just to give it, just to color the skin. So as you can see, the blend mode is color. I'm just going to let that go. Opacity is at 8%, and this is the layer mask for that skin tone grading. And then I duplicated it, and for the duplicate, the blend mode was soft light, just to add some contrast to that. And then the opacity was at 10%. So that changed the look of the skin. And that was it for the skin and the body work. So before and after. And then I went on to do the color grading. So here's the before and after of the color grading. I'm just going to open it, turn off all the layers. I didn't use every single adjustment layer in this folder. They all come with the action I used. So I might use some, not use some. So I don't think I used the color balance layer, but I did use the selective color. So this and after this before, let me zoom out. So this before the selective color, and this after the selective color. And I'll just show you the adjustments I made with the various colors. So this is the reds, yellows, greens, cyan, blues, magentas, whites, neutrals, and the blacks. So you can see the various adjustments I made to those individual colors. I didn't use the gradient map, neither did I use the hue saturation map. I didn't use the vibrance either. I did a slight S curve. So as you can see, I raised this point and then brought this point down just to increase the contrast just a little bit. I didn't use any color lookups. I didn't use the brightness and contrast either. The main thing I used was the levels. So this is the before the levels and this is after. What you see changes the entire look of the image. So what I did was I brought the white points in, brought the black points slightly in, darkened the mid-tones just a little to give it more contrast overall. And then I did another one just for her dress, her clothing. So that is it for this one. And then that is basically all I did for this retouching. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. And a link to my Fiverr gig will be in the description as well as the pinned comment if you want me to do some retouching work for you. Very good and quality high-end beauty retouching. Don't forget to hit those links as well to check them out. Thanks for watching. I'll be coming your way with more videos. Let me know in the comments what other things you would like to see from me. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.